welcome to the Fantasy Football Game Show presented by Front Yard Fantasy. I am Josh Fuster, and today I am your host. I am joined by two members of the Front Yard Fantasy, JL and Dan. How are you doing, JL? I'm going to start with you.
Doing fantastic. How are you doing today, Josh?
I'm having a great day today. It's just that energy's good, vibes are great. And
it's not Monday.
It's not Monday. I hate Mondays. Dan, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Doing great. Wedding planning's at the final stages, so, a little bit nervous, but, doing good overall. Can't complain.
Awesome. And we have a very special guest with us today, Davis. You can find him on Twitter at PangsPicksFF. He is, he is the fantasy football writer for Fantasy Six Pack. I am happy to have him on. We've had some good times on the Rumboy Show, right?
Yeah,
how's everything going today, Davis?
It's going good. I'm still pondering it ain't Monday because I actually had to think about it for a second. I was like, it's not Monday.
What day is it?
It was like Monday.
Yeah, so I'm probably going to do bad. But we'll see. I'm not even on the right day still.
Well, we'll see. We'll see if the fantasy knowledge comes out. Days of the week, that doesn't matter. All we care about here is fantasy, right? We have a lot of great people in the chat. Nuke is the wide receiver one. Love the thumbnail. What's up, y'all?
Facts, Jay. I love that.
I do love DeAndre Hopkins. I've been just busting about him since 2015. People just gave me so much crap about it.
Oh, I would have been there right there with you, Davis.
I was about to say, JL went to Clemson. He is a big DeAndre Hopkins fan. It's not just because he went to Clemson. You're a fan, right?
Just a fan.
Yeah, Jay has a really nice icon. Did you see that? That was a good art right there. I'm pretty impressed by that one.
Jay?
Yeah, the icon. Yeah, that Jay's little icon is amazing.
Jay Wall.
Yeah, Jay Walls. I haven't actually looked at it closely. Let me see.
I just saw that. I was like, that's
pretty cool.
That's
pretty cool.
Oh.
I have a feeling JL is going to be hating the horse puns today. Hating. Yeah. That was below average, man. I don't know what. I don't know what this main problem is with the horse puns, Jay Wall, but if he loses today, he will have to pony up the horse noise. Oh my God, it's just too much. Davis, I don't know if you know, but if you do lose, you have to make a little bit of a horse noise. Just so you know.
Good.
I have to get prepared.
I'll try.
Here's the thing: none of us are good at it, so don't worry about it.
Oh man!
Jordan says 4 out of 10. Craig, that was weak. You're better than that. I mean, but he threw like 3 and 1. So that's pretty impressive, right?
That's pretty good. It's a good effort. A for effort.
So there's something that happened today, guys.
I'm at the end of it.
You think what? I haven't been on my phone. What?
Cam Akers unfortunately did tear his Achilles tendon today. And I heard that's a bad injury, especially for running backs, people that are doing a lot of cuts. Unfortunately for Cam Akers, that sucks. But Anthony's coming in. Think the Rams will sign a vet. Well, earlier today, Coach McVay said, nay. I think
that's good.
I think the Rams,
I give that one. I like it.
That one's probably the better one we had today, honestly. And just to answer your question, I know you just kind of did it for the pun. I think they will sign a vet. I kind of did a video earlier on it, but I think Adrian Peterson makes the most sense to me. Do you guys have any insight into that or what you think? JL?
Yeah, I think that they'll most definitely sign a vet. I don't think that they believe Darrell Henderson is the guy. I think he'll be the main guy there, but I think they'll probably bring in someone from free agency.
That makes sense. And Dan, what do you think?
I think they might swing a trade for one. I think there are a couple of backs out there, maybe a Singletary or someone like that. That's a backup that could be, maybe not be the lead back in that system, but at least share the load with Henderson.
How about you, Davis? You think they stick with Henderson, what they got currently, or you think they might bring in a veteran?
The smart me will say I agree with Dan that it makes the most sense to go that route. The optimist in me hopes that they trade I made this joke earlier, the 2025th first round pick for some random running back that we're not looking at, Melvin Gordon or something like that. And some people argue, well, what about the cap? I will say we've seen a lot of cap magic, and I forgot which team did this offseason where they completely just shifted the cap one whole year. And they were like, see, cap doesn't mean anything. And we were like, oh, shit, he's right. So I think they will trade. I I don't think it's gonna be like a shoddy backup though. I think it's gonna be a 1B situation. Like they did it last year with like Brown and Henderson and Akers, right? Like they want that dual strong type of thing. They're not gonna settle for less, especially if this is their championship window. You don't go with guys like that are on the lesser end. You're going for I'm gonna try to win it because I got 2-3 years of Stafford. And
I love that point, Davis. And the Rams have shown that they are willing to trade their future in order to win now. We've seen that numerous times, them trading high draft picks for players right now. And I could see a situation like that happen. Running backs, they tend to be not quite as valued in terms of draft capital, but let's see what they do. I could see them giving up probably too much for someone that can come in and just get a bunch of carries.
Let me ask you guys this: Are either of you throwing any sort of a fab to sign Xavier Jones onto any of your fantasy teams?
No.
I drafted a buttload of him today in my slow best balls. Like right at the end, I was like, "Yeah, screw it. I'll take like 7 more Xavier Jones, and I have to." So he's my RB5 on a bunch of random teams. All of a sudden,
I like it.
To answer your question, JL, it depends how your league's kind of set up. Are you spending fab that you're going to have to use during the season? Are you spending fab that you don't really need right now? If you don't really need it and it resets during the season, spend it. It doesn't really matter that much. Even if you are spending fab that you might need during the season, I would be willing to throw $1 or $2 at the guy to see if I get him on my team. But don't go out of your way. You're going to have deep rosters to make a move like this. And I wouldn't get too excited.
That's the problem. It's too far from the season. There's too many variables. Like they could sign someone or trade for someone, and then you just wasted the money.
Exactly.
Just be patient. Be patient, guys. That's all. Just be patient.
So what Dan's saying is maybe try to sign him without spending any fab. Put in a waiver claim. If you can do the $0 bid, do it. Why not, right?
You're still drafting, take him in like the last round or something as like a flyer, but don't spend money you might need during the season for something like that.
It's cracking me up.
Yeah.
Brenner's always hilarious like that.
Brenner. Hey, you guys.
Taking over as host of the chat.
Yeah, he is now host of the chat.
Shane came in. He looks like he is excited to see you. Peng!
Dude, me and Shane have been vibing very hard.
That's me.
Yeah.
I believe you guys are vibing, but apparently Shane vibes with others too. So you better watch out.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Oh, look at this. Oh, wait a second. So he comes in and says, JL.
Just very.
But then he says,
gosh, what the hell, man?
Points.
Still was first.
Do you prefer Davis or Peng? That's a good question because I've called you both, and I've been calling you Davis this whole time. So correct me if I'm been wrong.
I don't necessarily care. I go by Peng just because it's more fun for more people, and I've just the name I've always just been given growing up. You can go either way, and I will respond to it. Especially I was a military guy, so Peng was like my literal name for 5 years. So it just goes either way. Some people have more fun saying Peng, and I'm like, cool, that's fun.
It is fun kind of shouting.
Yeah, it's a fun way to say it. Like, there's something fun about Davis than it is like Peng. Right? Obviously, I took that moniker because it's Peng's Picks, right? So I love it. I love going with it.
Absolutely. So Swamp came in and says, who dat? Swamp? He's not at work today because he's a little sick. I am upset to hear that. What does he say? Other gonna be Bell or AP. Either gonna be
Bell.
Okay.
Oh my god, I hate Le'Veon Bell so much.
Yeah,
I do. I've never liked the guy, even as like a personal or player. I don't want to see him on another team. I just don't. I'd rather see AP. He's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I'm all aboard the AP train.
Frank Gore, baby. Frank Gore.
There we go.
I think AP has a little bit more of pep in his step compared to Frank Gore. No offense to Frank Gore. He is timeless. He is infinite. He'll probably play until he's 60.
I wonder if Kerryon Johnson somehow finds a way. Like, I wouldn't, you know what I mean? Like, there's some of that stuff we no one thought about before. Like, what if
is he on the Eagles right now?
He is. We will trade him. I will trade him for anything, any pick.
You heard it here first. Dan, the general manager for the Eagles, will trade Kerryon Johnson for any pick. Rams, hit him up. Mm-hmm. Also, Swamp came in real fast in a Superflex league, completed a trade of Matty Ice and Chase for J.K. Dobbins. So which
Edmonds?
Chase? Are you talking about Chase Edmonds here?
It has to be Chase Edmonds.
Yeah.
I hope it's Chase Edmonds. I
like that trade.
I like this trade if that is Chase Edmonds.
Yeah.
And you have the quarterback depth because it's a super flex league, right? I'm hoping you have 2 other quarterbacks at least that you can kind of supplement Matty Ice for.
Yeah. Solid.
All right, guys. Well, guess what? I did prepare a game for us today. I think we're having a pretty good time. What do you guys think? We are playing Fantasy Horse today, okay? Fantasy Horse.
All right.
I assume most people have heard of the basketball game Horse. You know, you played it as a kid, you took a shot. If you make it, the other person tries to take a shot, they don't make it, they get a letter. Well, we're playing that, but in a fantasy context. I came prepared with questions. I will ask, maybe I'll start with JL. I'll ask him a question. He can choose if he wants to pass or play. If he does choose to play and he answers the question correctly, he gets to give a letter to one of the other contestants. If he gets it wrong, he'll get a letter. First person to spell it HORSE or horse will be the loser. Pretty much the last person to spell it out is the winner. So you guys kind of understand the rules. You know what's going on here. Peng, you're our guest. You get to choose. Do you want to go first, second, or third? And then I want you to choose whether where JL and Dan go as well.
Shoot. I want to see
a lot
how
of
this
pressure.
plays out. You know what? Screw it. Let me go first. I'll take the first.
All right. You're going first. And where's JL going? Second or third?
Let's put him third since it'll be easier to go in order.
Hey, I don't have to change the banner.
Sounds good. Perfect. All right. So, hey, we're locking that in with Peng going first. We got Dan going second and JL going third. And the order of the questions is already locked in. So don't blame me for the questions that you get.
You will be blamed.
All right. Well, I know. I always get blamed. So without further ado, we're getting in there. We're coming to you, Peng, for your first question. Are you ready?
Oh, man. No, but let's go.
Well, Burner thinks you're about to smash. I think you got it. I think you got this.
I think he has more faith in me than he should.
All right. So I will also mention that Jordan Vanek helped us with some of the questions. Thank you, Jordan. Love the questions you put together. We are starting with 3 of my questions, though. All right.
So many Panthers questions. Here it comes.
Put the following players in order by most receptions during the 2020 season. All played in 15 games, by the way. Cooper Kupp, Cole Beasley, Curtis Samuel. What are you thinking? You can pass or play. Keep that in mind. However, if you pass it and the person gets it correct, you are the one that gets the letter.
I'm going to say Cole Beasley, Kupp, then Samuels.
You're thinking Cole Beasley,
then
Cooper Kupp, then Curtis Samuel in order of most catches during the 2020 season.
Yes.
All right. You're locking that in?
I'm locking it in.
You sound pretty confident, man.
I know that Samuel had a lot of catches, but they came towards the end of the season and I had him as my sleeper. So he really sucked for me for like 8 weeks. So, and then Beasley was a guy that I was pitching really hard before his vaccination craziness. And he did really well for me. And then Cooper Kupp, they say he played 15 games. I want to say he had like a lingering issue for a little while too. So that's what I'm going to go off of.
All right. So can you give me the order one more time?
Cole Beasley, Cooper Kupp, Curtis Samuels.
Beasley, Kupp, Samuel. Perfect. And we had some great guesses in the chat here. Let's see. Anthony says Beasley, Kupp, Samuel.
Anthony's birthday today, by the way.
Happy birthday.
I saw that earlier. I meant to put it up, Anthony. I am sorry. He begged us not to sing happy birthday, and we will not put him through that. Peng, we used to sing happy birthday whenever someone would come in and say it's their birthday. It sounded horrible. It was so bad. It was so bad.
Not like a birthday gift at all.
it's quite the opposite. Quite the opposite of a birthday.
YouTube asked us to stop, so we'll stop.
But Anthony agrees with you with Beasley, Kupp, Samuel. Burners also agreeing with you, Beasley, Kupp, Samuel. Ricky's coming in saying Kupp, Beasley, Samuel, and Jay Wall saying Kupp, Beasley, Samuel.
That's also a possibility.
Let me give you were absolutely correct. Curtis Samuel is last. He had 77 receptions last season. So pretty much everyone agreed on Curtis Samuel being last. Cole Beasley had 82 catches. And Cooper Kupp
86
had 92 catches last year. 92 catches. I'm going to be honest. I was putting this question together, and I was a little surprised to see how many catches Cooper Kupp actually ended up having last season. I don't know. I think this kind of for me, going into next season, if he can stay healthy and he's going to be on the field, and I think he's going to be on the field a lot, I think Stafford's going to give him the ball efficiently, and he's going to get probably 100 receptions this year. I don't know if you guys agree or disagree there, but
I'm all for it.
It's
I think
possible.
they're going to throw a lot more now that Akers isn't there.
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah. I was about to say
God.
same thing, Dan.
But yeah, great job, both Ricky and Jay Wall, both getting the answer correct. Bravo. But hey, everyone's still in the game. Unfortunately, Peng, you do have an H though.
When you said he was absolutely
Here's the
correct, I
thing.
thought he was
You
absolutely
put it
correct.
exactly in the order too. I should have just gone off of that.
I
That's
did.
true.
Hey,
Tricky,
maybe we're seeing a
tricky.
theme, guys. Maybe just
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Dan, we're coming to you for the second question. Are you ready?
There's also an extra game.
Yeah, this year, season.
This upcoming
It's
season.
true,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, Cooper
Yeah.
Kupp is getting 100 catches if he plays in 16 games. There is no doubt in my mind.
Oh, he's definitely the guy. Like
If he
he's
plays in
so
17
good, so
games.
tall,
So handsome.
solid. Oh yeah, all day.
It's weird that he's like a taller slot receiver. He's kind of exclusively a slot receiver, and it's weird that he's like 6'2", but
Yeah.
he knows how to
his,
play that position.
Player profile was like Jarvis Landry, like Larry Fitzgerald, and I still never forget. I always bring it up that he was the best player by Steve Smith in his draft class. I always remember that.
You can see it, yeah.
Yeah.
All
100%.
right. So, Dan, we are coming to you with the second question. And
right.
before we get into the second question, I just want to let everyone know that we're here streaming every weekday at 3 o'clock on YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. You can find us on Twitter at FrontYardFYF. You can find us on YouTube at Front Yard Fantasy. Please subscribe. Please. Give the video a like.
Please.
Love you guys. Appreciate
Do
it.
it.
All right. Do it. Dan, we're coming to you.
I'm ready.
Let's go. Put the following players in order by most receptions during the 2020 season, all played in 14 games. Ronald Jones, Antonio Gibson, and James Robinson. What are you thinking?
Oof.
Yeah.
That's a tough one, man.
It's all running backs, bro.
Yeah. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Let's go. Gibson, Jones, Robinson. Final answer.
You are going with Antonio Gibson, Ronald Jones, and James Robinson.
Yes.
Are you locking that in?
Yeah. Sure.
You can still change your mind.
No, I don't want to.
All right, fair enough. We got some great guesses here in the chat. We had Jay Wall coming in saying J-Rob, Jones, Gibson. We had Burner Stone saying Robinson, Gibson, Rojo.
I think
We had Anthony saying Gibson, Robinson, Jones. So the answers are kind of all over the place. Swamp saying James, Gibson, Rojo, and Ricky saying Robinson, Gibson, Rojo.
Man, did Robinson have that many catches?
I want to say Robinson was my first choice for the most catches. I remember him getting a buttload of catches more than you would expect.
Damn, I would have got that wrong.
All right. Well, hey, you don't know what the answer is yet. Let's see. Antonio Gibson had 36 receptions last year. All right. Ronald Jones had 28 receptions last year. Less than I thought, honestly.
Yeah.
And James Robinson had 49 receptions last year.
I would've gotten that right.
49. Great job, Peng. It sounds like maybe Dan and Peng should have switched to 1 and 2. Maybe it could have went better for both of them.
Yeah.
But unfortunately,
That's
you
all
both
right.
got the answer incorrect. Dan, it looked like the chat was pretty split. So you're kind of right in line with all those guys. But unfortunately, that is going to give you a letter. JL. You're the only one with a letter. How you feeling?
I was thinking of Bernard when you said Rojo.
Oh, Gio.
Yeah, I was like,
same thing.
and then all of a sudden I was like, yeah.
Rocky said, "Why couldn't Dan be wrong?"
I was about to post that too.
Yeah, why couldn't Dan be this wrong when I played last week?
Sorry.
Yeah, you haven't missed one in like 3 weeks.
My bad. I missed
My
one
bad.
last week too.
Last week.
I got it wrong. Yeah, it was the Eagles question with the turnovers and total touchdowns.
But
That's right. That's right.
Shout out to both. Let's see. Burner got it right. Swamp got it right, and I'm sorry if anyone else got it right, but I don't see it. But great job, guys. Great job.
Before we move on, Jay asked if I'm wearing Crocs right now. No, man, I'm not wearing my shoes inside. My freaking animal.
Well, Crocs,
dirty.
they're like, are they really? I mean, like they're like a half shoe, right?
Do you wear them outside? Then I'm not going to wear them inside. It's the easy rule.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
That's actually a good rule.
Maybe they're an indoor shoe. I don't know. Whatever, JL. We're coming to you for the third question. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. Very similar to the last two. Put the following players in order by most receptions during the 2020 season, all played in 15 games. We're talking tight ends this time. Tyler Higbee, Noah Fant, Mike Gesicki. What do you think? You can pass or play? And just to let you guys know, we're getting into the Jordan questions after this, so watch out, all right?
I felt like you were going to do this to me.
Oh, I did it to you. I did it to you real good. Ricky, I apologize. Rick also had the right answer. I missed it. Please forgive me, please. Jay coming in saying Crocs are not shoes.
What are they?
Anthony agreeing, saying Crocs aren't shoes. They are
life. I wear life on my feet.
Yeah, I don't like that you could see that, JL. Get out of the chat.
I'm out.
All right, good.
All right. Let's see. Higbee, Fant, Gesicki. All right, I'm going to play this. I'm gonna go Fant, Gesicki, Higbee. I had a lot of Gesicki in leagues. I don't think I had any Higbee. So Fant, Gesicki, Higbee.
You're going Fant, Gesicki, Higbee. Are you locking that in, JL?
Lock it in, Joshua.
Oh, God, he's locking it in, and we have some great guesses in the chat. Well, first of all, I want to point out Scott Fish here. This is fun and all, but the fantasy foot game after show gets wild. That's what some people call it, Roto Feet. They got Roto Feet. We're fantasy foot games over here.
RotoFeet.com.
No, but yesterday Scott jumped in, and we had a good time after the stream, right? It gets a little personal, right?
Yeah.
Jay said, my 2-year-old has Crocs that look just like JL's.
That's so awesome. I'm so jealous of 2-year-old.
Are they red, Jay? But Ricky coming in with the guess, Gesicki, Fant, Higbee. We had Burner, Fant, Gesicki, Higbee.
Hey, Burner.
We had Swamp saying Mike, Higbee, Fant. We had Jay Wall saying Gesicki, Fant, Higbee. Man, I hate using this mouse. We had Rocky coming in saying Gesicki, Fant, Higbee.
That's the one I like, yeah.
And we had Swamp coming in saying Fant, Mike, Higbee.
I'm pretty confident Higbee's last, but the first two, I'm not sure about.
I know that Fant missed technically 2 games because he took an injury in one and played light in another, so that might count against it. I remember that. I was a big Fant truther, so that's why I remember that hard.
Well, JL, you are absolutely correct in the fact that Higbee was last. He had 44 receptions last season. Okay.
Noah
Fant had 62. Sorry.
Yeah,
62 receptions. Noah Fant has 62, which is more than 44. So you're looking good so far. And Mike Gesicki had 53. So you were absolutely correct. You had the right order. You were the only one to get a question right in the first round. And you get to give a letter to one of these below you.
All right, Dan. I still have some pent-up aggression towards you for the last few weeks of just destroying me. So I'm going to make you a hoe.
You deserved every bit of it, too.
I probably did.
Damn.
You probably did. And we had some really good guesses, like we already said. Burner got it correct. I'm not seeing anyone else, but I'm sure someone else. I really do not like using this. Oh,
there it is.
Swamp Nola. Swamp Nola is going off.
I'm killing this game today.
Anthony was close, but yeah, Swamp Nola is going off. Swampy, let's go. Scott Fish, I don't know why I said this, but Josh literally takes off a piece of clothing every 5 minutes after the show and doesn't care that the camera's still on. I told you to take screenshots, I just slowly start stripping.
Every single day.
It gets hot. I start sweating. I got to get rid of these sweaty clothes,
Do you know who had more
You want to
yardage?
be so defensive.
Who had more yardage out of these guys?
Yeah, between Fant and Gesicki. I want to say that I think Gesicki might have had more. I know this is irrelevant to the question, but it's good knowledge in general, right? Like you're talking about 10 more catches than somebody else. I'm going to take a quick look.
Yeah, no, it was significant amount of catches. My keyboard decided that doesn't like to work today, so I would love to look it up for you, but I cannot.
No. I just looked at it. Gesicki had more yards.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
Yeah, I think that's why I had the yardage mix catches. So it's weird. It's good to know though.
Yeah,
it is. Yeah, no, it's
yardage is over PPR, baby.
Feet yards.
Burner says it's feet yard fantasy, is it not? You're in the right place, sir.
Yeah. Welcome.
Ricky Butts has left the chat.
Oh no, Ricky, come back, Ricky. All right, we're getting into round 2. Well,
Scott-
when you strip so much and you're naked all the time, your keyboard gets
naked
gets
all the time.
all clumped
the
up
time.
from things. Things
all
happen.
that chest hair.
Must stay out of that one. Anyway, can I change the subject with like some questions here or something?
Sorry.
No. I'm messing around with you guys.
Scott won't let you change the subject.
I would
All
All
totally
right,
stay.
we'll talk.
I want
chat.
to see that logo.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good one. All right, we're getting into the Jordan questions, guys. Good luck. Strap in your seatbelts. They might be a little tough. I think they're fun. We're coming to you first, though, Peng. You ready?
Oh God, how many Panthers questions am I gonna get? Let's go.
Hey, I'll tell you this. No Panthers questions.
Oh,
Shoot.
No Panthers questions, right?
All
All right, let's go. Rank these teams by most fantasy performances over 20 points in a half-point PPR league, excluding kickers. So that's just a person on that team got over 20 fantasy points in a half PPR league. The Dolphins, the Giants, and the Jets. Does the question make sense to you, Peng?
in 2020.
Yeah. Is this including quarterbacks?
Yes.
Okay. I wish I could. I don't want to pass because this is.
Hey, passing is absolutely an option. I'll tell you the first 3 questions, they kind of have a similar format, and then Jordan's next 3 questions are a little bit different. I like that. I
We're
like
talking about 20 pointers. I want to say the Dolphins really didn't have that many. I know the Giants had a few because I'm thinking of Darius Slayton, and then the Jets might have some because of garbage time. Like I wouldn't doubt if what's his face that Eric Berrios got a 20-pointer somewhere.
It's absolutely possible.
It's so
I don't
possible,
usually
right?
like helping out, but Anthony's in the chat yelling at you. He's like, pass
You know
it,
what?
pass
I'm gonna
it.
I'll pass. Anthony, it's your birthday. I'll pass.
It's your birthday. I'll pass.
Here's the question, though. Who are you passing it to, JL or Dan?
I will pass to Dan. I think they say that he never misses. I want to see if he can nail this one because that'd be really
Put it to the
impressive.
test.
Yeah, it'd be really impressive if he knew this. I'd be so stoked. I will take a hope
Dan,
for that.
Payne put you in a weird situation here. You got to figure out the answer to this question. You got to rank these teams by most fantasy performances over 20 points. The Dolphins, the Giants, and the Jets. What are you thinking?
Dolphins, Jets, Giants.
You are going with Dolphins, Jets, Giants. Are you locking that in?
Yeah.
All right. He's locking in Dolphins, Jets, Giants. Let's see if we had some questions in the chat here. Or not questions.
Questions.
Answers. So Ricky's saying Giants, Dolphins, Jets. Anthony's saying Dolphins, Jets, Giants, just like you, Dan. How's that make you feel?
Better.
And then J-Wall coming in saying Jets, Dolphins, Giants. So
I'm
we
with
have
Ricky.
a smorgasbord of answers.
Smorgasbord.
JL's with Ricky with Giants, Dolphins, Jets. Well, the New York Giants had 4 fantasy performances over 20. Had 4. Okay.
Shout out to the Dolphins.
The New York Jets had 7. And the Dolphins had 10. So, Dan, you are correct. You got this answer correct. Good job.
Thank you.
Job. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Unfortunately, Peng, you passed it to Dan.
Yep.
He pulled it out of his ass. I don't know how he got it right, but he did.
Seems like
And
he
you're
knows
going to get
stuff.
that letter.
Yes, I am. I will gladly take it. And shout out to my Finns for getting a bunch of 20-pointers, apparently.
There you go. Yeah. And that I think that's, maybe part of the thing here, a little Dolphins related. Who knows,
Ooh.
All right.
Tim said, "Be nice to my fins."
Seriously.
We didn't say anything
Hey,
bad.
we're being very nice. Shout out to Anthony. Sorry. So shout out to Anthony for getting it correct.
Good job, Anthony.
Happy birthday, Anthony.
Yes.
Craig said, wow, Josh throwing Dan under the bus. I don't know how I did that. Do you guys remember? I can't recall. I know I do it all the time, but I just don't remember this time.
There's so many to count. I can't keep track of them all.
I'm wondering if some of those 20-pointers were defense points. Was that part of it?
I do not believe so.
Okay.
I believe
I
it
was
was
like, man,
offensive
a lot of
players.
pick sixes and fumble sixes. I remember they got last year too.
Man, that's pretty low.
But
I thought
think
they would
about
be higher,
quarterbacks.
honestly.
Tua, Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Tua didn't do a lot. Ryan
Miles
Fitzpatrick
Gaskin.
did though.
Yeah.
True. Well, Dan, we're coming to you with the second Jordan question, the 5th question overall. You ready?
I am ready.
All right. It's a simple one. It's a simple true
like
or
simple.
false for you. True or false? During the 2020 season, in a half-point PPR league, the Dolphins did not have a single game where a wide receiver went over 20 points. True or false?
I'm going to go true. Final answer.
You think this is true? You think that the Dolphins did not have a single game where a wide receiver went over 20 points?
Correct.
All right. Well, you just learned information that they had 10 players overall that did so, and you're saying false that true that no wide receiver did this.
Yes.
All right. Well, we have some guesses in the chat. Anthony saying false, and
False.
Turner saying false.
Didn't Devontae Parker have at least one where Tua targeted him?
There was a game where Parker had like 17 targets. I think Gesicki had like 14 targets. Something ridiculous.
Well, Ricky coming in saying true, Gesicki, Fitz, Gaskin probably had all of them. So I'm saying false, and J Wall saying true. Well, the actual answer is true.
Yeah.
The answer is true. No other wide receiver on no wide receiver on the Dolphins had more than 20 points in a half-point PPR league, which is pretty crazy. We have Fitzmagic had 4 weeks. Tua had 2 weeks. Ahmad had 1 week. Gaskin had 1 week, and Gesicki had 2 weeks.
There we go.
All right. That's pretty interesting. Yeah, Devontae Parker. I double-checked Devontae Parker myself, JL, and I was surprised when I checked and saw that he had no games over 20 PPR points or half-point PPR points.
He was injured a lot.
He was.
Exactly.
Yeah, bunch of injuries.
Well, Dan, you got that one correct, and you get to give a letter to someone.
Here you go, you baking-hitting bitch.
Don't talk to Davis that way.
Baking, bashing bitch. Let's just like the alliteration, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's JL for you. All right, JL got his first letter. He's got an H. Oh, you just said he pulled it out of his ass. That's
how you throw him under the bus.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry, Dan. I'm sorry to do that.
It's okay. No, it's fine.
I still think it came out of your ass a little bit.
It did.
All right. No, Dan's a smart guy. He's a very smart guy. I'm glad we are lucky to have him on here. JL, though, we're coming to you with your next question. What did I just say, Josh? I don't know what don't bash the Dolphins.
Nice to the Fins.
Dolphins suck, man. No, I'm joking. They're gonna have a fine season as long as Tua. Well, it's all about Tua. That's what it comes down to, right? It's all about Tua.
Yeah.
JL, we're coming to you. You ready?
Cool. I'm ready.
All right. And it might seem strange at first. It's another true or false question. During the 2020 season in a half-point PPR league, the Dolphins were the only team in the NFL to have 0 weeks in which a wide receiver went for over 20 points. So we know that there was no, you understand the question. We know that there was no wide receivers on the Dolphins that had over 20 points in a half-point PPR league. Were the Dolphins the only team to do this in the NFL?
We're the only team to have 0 weeks. Oh! I did not understand the question. Okay.
Yes. So was there another team in the NFL that had 0 weeks with a wide receiver where a wide receiver didn't go over 20 points?
The Jets. I'm gonna go with. You know what? I'm gonna go with true.
You were gonna say true?
I'm gonna go with.
You can't decide.
I'm gonna go with true. Lock it in.
Lock it in true. Lock it in true for this. You were saying
true.
that during the 2020 season in a half-point PPR league, the Dolphins were the only NFL team to have 0 weeks in which a wide receiver went over 20 points. All right, he's locking in true. Anthony came in and said false. I doubt the Giants did. Ricky's coming in and saying true. J-Wall saying false. I'm going to say false because JL said true. That's what I'm saying. All right. Well, the actual answer is true, JL. You got it right.
Whoa!
There were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams that all had 1 week of such, where a wide receiver went over 20 half-point PPR points, and those were the Rams, the Ravens, the Bengals, the Eagles, and SFO, San Francisco, I guess. 49ers, yeah.
was the Eagles one Travis Fulgham? I was thinking about him too.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
I do not have the actual players in front of me. Jordan, I know, is in the chat. Maybe he has the answer, but I feel like it's probably Travis Fulgham as well.
I think it's
Marquise Brown.
Yeah,
Fulgham for the Ravens too. I bet it was Marquise Brown for the Ravens. He definitely had
a 20-pointer,
and probably Perryman for the Jets.
He started turning it on at the end of the year, Marquise Brown. So I bet there was a 20-point game at the end of the year there.
Perryman was the one. When I was thinking the Jets, I was like, oh, he could have had over 20.
Yeah, and sorry, guys. I said Las Vegas Rams. I meant Las Vegas Raiders.
Las Vegas Rams.
Oh, God, man. They do hop cities a lot, so you never know.
They do, yeah.
All right, JL, you got that one right. You
gave it to Dan.
You gave it to Dan. Dan is HOR, however you want to pronounce that. All right, we're getting away from the Dolphins questions a little bit. Those were fun, Jordan, but we got a few other questions here that Jordan put together. We're coming to you, Davis. You ready?
Yep, let's go.
All right. You got to come up with the player. He's a running back. Through the first 4 weeks, I was running back 8 overall with 69 PPR points. Nice. I missed 10 games due to injury. My quarterback was a rookie. And lastly, over 61% of my points came from one game. Who am I? Running back. First 4 weeks, running back 8. He missed 10 games due to injury. His quarterback was a rookie. 61% of his points came from
first 4 weeks.
game.
I was an RB8 overall with 69. Damn, that is a lot of points. Missed 10 games due to injury. QB was a rookie. So I got to think of rookie QBs.
That's probably a good place to start.
Yeah. So what? We're talking about Burrow, Herbert, and then we got to think of someone who missed so many freaking games, right? Am I missing on the rookie QB? Probably am.
You can pass or play.
No, I'm going to play because I know Dan will get this, and I'm going to have to eat a point. So
I am also in the game.
I'm going to go with the
You are allowed to pass the JL.
I'm going to go with Joe Mixon.
You're going to go with Joe Mixon.
He's the guy that seems to be missing a ton of games that I can think of rookie QBs. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
All right. So we're locking in Joe Mixon?
Yes, Joe Mixon.
Okay. So the chat seems to be very mixed between two players. Eckler. Ricky saying Mixon. Anthony saying Mixon. Ricky saying, ooh, Eckler, though.
Eckler's a possibility.
Jay Wall saying Eckler. Jay saying Mixon. Burner Stone saying Eckler. Anthony saying, I think Eckler missed more. And Ricky saying he's second-guessing himself. Yeah. Well, the correct answer for this is Joe Mixon.
Oh,
Joe Mixon.
He had the big game.
He scored 42 points in week 4 against the Jaguars. Yeah. Joe Mixon. So, great job. Great job, Peng.
And so you get to give a letter. Just throwing it out there.
Yep. So you get to give a letter to either JL or Dan. What do you think there?
I don't want to gang up on Dan, so let's go with JL.
We have to, Dave.
Because
we want to win.
Because of the bacon thing, man.
Oh my God, that's prejudice.
I'm sorry, man. I just love
bring
bacon,
that into
dude.
this game.
I just can't. That's blasphemy. I know that someone else is going to be backing me on that.
Oh yeah, plenty. I think everybody, except for Anthony, and it's his birthday.
Happy birthday, Anthony! Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday to you!
I'm sadly a Mixon's truther, by the way. So you guys follow me too.
I
just like it's a subscribe and follow.
I'm right there with you, Davis. No, you're in good company. All right, Dan, we're coming to you. Are you ready?
Ready.
All right. I'm a wide receiver. Through the first 4 weeks, I was wide receiver 11 overall with 71 PPR points. I only played the first 7 weeks, and my team went to the playoffs. 54% of my fantasy production came in one game. Who am I?
I'll take it.
Wide receiver.
Only played the first 7 weeks. Damn. My team made the playoffs. before
Your team did make the playoffs.
Odell Beckham, please.
You're saying Odell Beckham?
Yes, sir.
Locking that in?
So good.
Yeah.
All right, he's locking in Odell Beckham.
I know that because of Jarvis Landry. Jarvis Landry is my favorite player, as we all know.
Love him.
I did not know that, actually. Is he actually your favorite player?
No, he's not. I just got that question.
Okay. That makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
I love Landry, man.
I know Odell missed a bunch of time, so.
Oh, yeah, you're a Dolphins fan, so it makes a lot of sense for you, right?
I cry at night when you every single time.
He's so good with the Dolphins, PPR-wise at least.
Yeah.
We had 2 guesses in the chat. Sammy Watkins, good guess, and Odell Beckham. Good guess.
If Sammy was the wide receiver 11 in the first 4 weeks, the whole internet would have exploded.
Honestly, he probably wasn't that far off because he exploded week 1 with a crazy game.
Always.
Yeah, but he doesn't go above 70 points. He gets like 42 by end of season. So
yeah, absolutely.
42 1 week and then nothing the rest.
I think Dan got this right.
The correct answer was Odell Beckham Jr. In week 4 against Dallas, he had 38.4 points. Good job, Dan. Getting Odell Beckham. You got it before anyone in the chat got it. That was quick. That's what I like to see.
I owned him that year. So
Dan's pointing to someone. He has to give a letter to someone. It looks like it's going to JL.
Oh, this is my surprise face.
Now, JL, it feels like you've been starting out hot. Like every game we've been playing lately in Horse, but then like you slowly fade by the end. So let's see how this game goes. Peng's got the lead right here. He is a ho, while the other 2 have 3 letters. JL, we're coming to you. You ready for your next question?
I'm ready.
All right. Last Jordan question. I am a tight end. Through the first 3 weeks, I was tight end 2 overall with 49.1 PPR fantasy points, more than Darren Waller himself. 50% of my production came from a single game. I had found a new home in free agency. Who am I?
I'm going to take this.
You're going to take it. He's going to take it.
Pretty sure I know who it is. There's not many tight ends I feel like that have gone to new places. And one name sticks out. It's Jonnu. So I'm going to go Jonnu Smith.
Jonnu Smith sticking out to you? You want to lock that in?
Yeah, lock it in.
He's locking in Jonnu Smith, guys. You got guys coming to your mind quick, all 3 of you, and you are locking them in. Give me all the tight end
questions today.
Well, Burner's coming in. Jonnu. Anthony's saying Dude came out hot. He says, yeah, I think Jonnu. Ricky's saying, Jay saying Def Jonnu. Ricky saying Jonnu. And Swamp saying Jimmy G. I like it, Swamp.
Could be.
I like it.
Jimmy G. It could be Jimmy G.
I like it. I like it a lot. Well, the actual answer to this question is Jonnu Smith. I am proud of you guys. I am super proud of you. Good. Getting those quick. Jonnu Smith had 24.4 PPR points against the Jaguars in week 2. Fun fact, he didn't have a week under 10 to begin the year.
Awesome.
Yeah, he had a real hot start.
The Jaguars are just giving it up, apparently, man. That's like the major game points I'm looking at right now.
Oh, absolutely. All right. We're done with the Jordan questions. We got a real close game here. JL, you got that right.
Yep.
Who's getting the letter?
I'm a spiteful man. It's going to Dan.
Dan, you are now 1 letter away from getting out of here and having to make that horse noise. How's that make you feel?
I feel fine. I'm confident.
All right. He's still the confidence is still there. I like it. I like it. All right, Davis, we're coming to you. You ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, look, it's a true or false question you got. It's a 50-50, easy.
Wait, before you go. Before you go, Jordan says Jimmy Graham, guys, not the QB.
Yeah.
That is, I guess, our mistake.
Yeah.
Jimmy Graham, Jimmy G. Oh my God!
There it is, Josh.
No one calls him Jimmy G.
No one.
Fair enough.
That's actually really funny. He
did get a lot of targets. I think people forget the target count that guy had. I think he had like one game with like 11 targets, only caught like 7 ridiculous or something, and caught like 3. It was like something ridiculous.
Yeah,
really sucked.
Well, for him especially, I think it was the red zone targets that really set him apart. You know, he was getting touchdowns left and right. You know, he wasn't on the field all the time, but when he was getting those targets. So, all right, guys, Davis, coming to you, true or false? Like I said, During the true or false? During the 2020 season, Derrick Henry had the most rushing attempps, rushing yards, and rushing touchdowns. You are just saying true.
Touchdowns might be a little rough, but I know I'm going to say he has the attempts and the yardage off the top of my head. So let's go with true.
You're just saying true. You like it.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
answer speed is crazy today. I love it.
Yeah, I think I'm wrong on the touchdowns, but I'm going to say true though, because Derrick Henry's a guy.
All right. Well, Derrick Henry had 378 rushing attempts, 227 rushing yards, and 17 rushing touchdowns. We have some guesses in the chat coming in. Burner saying true, Anthony saying true, Swamp saying false, but he puts a question mark there that makes me think maybe he's a little like, I'm not really sure. Jordan saying false, Swamp saying not sure about the TDs, Jordan saying Kamara led the TDs. I think Rick saying false. Well,
I think Kamara has receiving touchdowns, not full-on rushing.
Yeah, it's a good point.
And I think that is a great breakdown, Peng, because you are correct. This answer is true. He had the most rushing touchdowns, the most rushing yards, and the most rushing attempts in the league. If you do add in the receiving touchdowns, Alvin Kamara, I'm sure they're at least close. I think, if I remember correctly, Kamara would have an edge. But I don't remember 100%, and I can't use my keyboard. So
I will shout out to Twitter though, because they do talk about that quite a bit, about how points for catching versus per rushing attempts is like a margin, and even if you get less rushing attempts, each catch is worth like 3 attempts or something. Some ridiculous math the guy did.
Well, bang! Guess what? You got this one right, and you get to give someone a letter.
I want to see a sudden death on this one, so let's give it to John. I want to see sudden death.
Davis, you ruined our chances.
Getting
you had a chance to knock out Dan, and you didn't take it.
I want to see sudden death. I love it.
Oh my God!
Peng has a strong lead here. Only has an HO, while the other two guys have HORS, and they were one incorrect response from getting kicked out of the game. Dan, we're coming to you. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
All right. It's another true or false. True or false? During the 2020 season, Davante Adams had more receptions, receiving yards, and receiving touchdowns than Travis Kelce.
Josh, you and your spelling of Davante Adams.
I know.
Did I spell it wrong again?
Every time.
Say something.
I can't even correct it. So.
And I'll say false.
It's an A. I know there's an A. It's just Davante.
Taken false.
You're saying false.
False.
Locking that in?
Oh,
yes, sir.
Before we answer, well, no, you locked it in.
No, go ahead.
I just want to say, Dan, which one do you think is wrong on this? I think it's.
Ooh, he's really calling you out on that.
I think
it's receptions. I might be wrong. I think receiving and touchdowns.
Either receptions or yards. I think touchdowns is pretty safe, but I think it's either receptions or yards.
Yeah,
I'm leaning.
It's always nice to know these things.
It might be receptions. I'm leaning towards yards though.
Okay, just want to know.
Yeah,
I wasn't sure either when I read it, because I thought touchdowns for sure.
Touchdowns is pretty safe, but I'm leaning towards receiving yards. But receptions could be also correct. Either way. Well, we'll see.
Jay coming in with the classic tross. That's what you write on your test when you're not sure and you're trying to confuse the teacher, right? Anthony saying false. Burner Stone saying false. Jordan saying, I think it's receptions and yards. And Swamp Nola saying false. And Jordan coming in saying false. Kelce, the best.
Thank you, Davis. Thank you for knocking me out of this game.
So, Dan, is this true or false?
Do the breakdown. I want to see it. I hope I'm right.
Well, Adams had 115 receptions, okay? 1,374 receiving yards and 18 touchdowns. Kelce had 11 touchdowns. All right.
So I was right there.
105 receptions.
Okay.
I knew it was
and 1,416 receiving yards. It was the receiving yards that they differed. It was actually kind of close, and it feels a little Josh Mathy here, but you are correct, Dan. Good job. It was the receiving yards that were different. And everyone in the chat got this one right. Apparently this one was too easy. But, Dan, listen.
Yeah.
You have HORS, JL has HORS, Peng has HO. Who are you giving the letter to?
No, I'm not a spiteful guy. I'm not
JL, get ready.
I'm not a JL. But this is a bacon lovers only club. Goodbye, JL.
Sounds a little spiteful, Dan.
A little spiteful.
JL, you are a horse, and unfortunately,
you can step into your Crocs and walk on out of here.
I'm already wearing them. Don't need to step anywhere.
you don't wear them inside. Don't lie to us.
Yeah.
Yeehaw! There's your horse noise.
You went full on donkey with that one, but
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
fine. Donkey's a little horse, pretty much.
I just want you to
truly
know,
a
Davis,
jackass.
this is 100% your fault, and I blame you and not Dan.
Fair enough. All right.
And when you lose, I will laugh on your grave.
You can blame
On your
Devontae
grave,
Adams
Jesus.
for not getting more receiving yards. How about that? I would blame him.
Yeah.
All right, Peng, we're coming. JL got knocked out, so we're coming back around the corner to you. Are you ready for your next question?
Yep. I'm ready.
It's one more true or false question coming at you. True or false? During the 2020 season, Baker Mayfield threw the most touchdowns, the least amount of interceptions, and the most passing yards of his career.
Oh God,
You can pass or play.
I want to say he tied. If he ties his touchdowns, is that the most?
If I wouldn't do that to you. Let's just put it that way.
He threw a little bit less picks, his yards. I actually did an article on him because I hate him as a best ball asset. I hate him as a best ball asset. I think he's overall fine. But as a best ball asset, I was all against his ADP. So I should know this. I want to say his rookie year might have actually been better. Slightly. Even though he played less games. Let's go. False. I want to say false. I think
you are saying false.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Most touchdowns, least amount of most. No, wait. No. I'm sorry. I misread the question. Most touchdowns, least amount of.
Gotta reevaluate a little bit.
I'm trying to figure out if he threw less interceptions this year. That's the one I'm having a hard part with. Dan, give me help. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, just kidding.
Well, maybe this can help. We have Macros Garage coming in saying, Davis!
Threw the most touchdowns. I want to say he might have threw more interceptions, so I could be wrong. But let's go with false. I don't think he did. I'm going to go with false.
Locking in false. All right. Well, you are in good company with the chat. Everyone in the chat, Burner saying false, Ricky saying false, Jay saying false, and Anthony saying false. So everyone agrees with you.
Also, for the help, I think he threw the least amount of interceptions this year than in his career. I think so.
Dan, you're absolutely correct. He threw the least amount of interceptions this year by a decent amount, actually. Yeah, I think it was 7 or 8, if I remember correctly. But the answer is false.
Okay.
The answer is false. He threw 26 touchdowns, 27 in his rookie season, and he threw 2,563 passing yards, and actually threw more passing yards his first 2 seasons than he did last year. So, unfortunately for Dan, that means, or well, fortunately for Peng, hey, great, you just won, Peng. You won. Let's go.
Hey.
I'm in good company. Yeah, that was tough because, definitely the Baker Mayfield. I can't write an article about a guy and not memorize the stuff that I wrote about. It's tough.
Well,
man, I think you're the first one to take Dan down in a while.
Yeah, he needed this. We all needed this. Someone needed to take this guy down.
I gladly sacrificed myself so that JL wouldn't win. Not even that.
Man. I'm glad
that hasn't been an issue.
Questions.
So real fast, do you want to go through the other questions I prepared real fast? There's 2 more that I think are kind of easy, or not easy, but in a PPR league, put the following players in order by most fantasy points during the 2020 season: Melvin Gordon, Deontay Johnson, and Logan Thomas. And I was nice enough to give you their positional finishes in there. What, you guys have any idea here? You just want the answer.
I love Melvin Gordon, so I just do, man. He's pretty high up there. He did pretty well. Deontay Johnson did pretty well, but he had a lot of fall offs. Receivers, I want to give the edge to receiver every time, though. So, which one in order? Give me Deontay, Gordon, Thomas. I think Thomas had a lot of touchdowns, though.
Guess what? You're right. You're absolutely correct.
I think
Deontay Johnson, 221, Melvin Gordon, 198, and Logan Thomas, 176. And one more here I'll throw up. In a PPR league, put the following players in order by the most fantasy points during the 2020 season: James Conner, Eric Ebron, Chase Claypool.
Oh, we don't get the finishes for them?
Connor, Claypool, Ebron.
No. I didn't.
Yeah, I want to say Connor, Claypool, Ebron. Connor was on a roll for a good 10 to 12 weeks.
I didn't want to give the finishes for these guys because I feel like it gave you too much context in the last question. So, but these guys are on the same team. I'm sorry, Peng, I kind of interrupted you. What were you saying?
Oh yeah, sorry. Connor, I think he was pretty relevant for 10 to 12 games. Claypool was relevant for about 4. Ebron, I don't know if he was actually ever relevant besides maybe the final week and maybe in the playoffs. So I'm gonna go Connor, Claypool, Ebron.
You were wrong. Claypool was number 1, followed by James Conner and Eric Ebron. So Jace Claypool had a hell of a season last year, and it was a little up and down. You know, there was like 2 games where he probably had most of his fantasy points, but
yeah, I think
that's season for a rookie.
Oh, amazing.
Well, good job, guys. That was a great show. And Dan,
yes, it is time. Everyone has been waiting for. Hold on, I'm gonna.
We had that banner, John. Here we go. Yeah. You gotta drink the water. Get hydrated. Yeah, beautiful.
Yes, that is what we're looking for. That was a beautiful horse noise.
Absolutely beautiful.
I'll give the audience what they want.
You absolutely do. You absolutely do. And there it is, Drew. We got it up. And Davis Peng, thank you for coming on. You are awesome. I really appreciate it. I had a great time. I didn't get to play, but I would love to have you on again so I can take you down now that you're a horse champion.
Woo. The only time I won a game of horse. Definitely not a basketball.
I suck at basketball too, so I'm right there with you. Everyone go follow Peng on Twitter. Peng's Picks FF. Do it. And just so you guys know, we're here streaming every weekday at 3:00. And we like when you hit that subscribe button on YouTube. Or YouTube, Front Yard Fantasy. Follow us on Twitter, Front Yard FYF. Every weekday at 3:00. YouTube, Twitch, Twitter. We're streaming. We love you guys. Come on in. Subscribe to us so you never miss the show. Let's go. Oh, and trading does make fantasy fun too.
It does.
Jordan's questions make fantasy fun.
Jordan's questions make fantasy awesome. All right. Well, I think that's going to be it for us today. I love all you guys. Does anyone have any last words? No? Yes? We're out of here.